and this video is called the 18 Truths About Money. And I will be speaking about, obviously, something that we all want, something that we all need, money. Now, of course, like I let you guys know almost every motherfucking video, I have a spiritual channel where I talk about things like the chakras, the 4 or 5 elements, the 18 ethers, you know, things like that. Things that are more obviously spiritual. Alright? Because when I go into a lot of these principles, and these are not all the motherfucking principles of money, of course, but when I go into these principles, there's gonna be some spiritual counterpart, and I'm definitely gonna put this video on my spiritual channel, but I might just make a spiritual counterpart for all these rules. Of course, I got my fucking notes right here. Alright, so the first thing, for example, that I'm gonna say is money is a feminine thing. Money is a tool. Money is a root chakra, Venetian fucking energy. Okay, money is an energy. Money is something that I'm gonna go into that too. But money is a feminine thing. Money is a tool that pretty much weak people made. I'm talking about cash. I'm not talking about gold, oil, drugs, diamonds, none of that weird shit. I'm just talking about, you know, cash, even coins. That's what I'm talking about. Money is a feminine thing. Money is a tool that was created to make the small people equal to the big people, the dumb people equal to the smart people, the ugly people equal to the motherfucking beautiful people. But that's what it's for. Therefore, it is feminine. It comes from the root chakra. And again, like I told you, I will get into the spirituality on the spiritual channel. Life is in the breath. All right, that's where I talk about chakras, meditation, breathing exercises, the 18 ethers, and all of that. So next, money comes from your thoughts. Of course, like I said, is an energy, so it cannot be created. It can only be transformed. You get fucking valuable thoughts, and then you find a way outside of your body to create and come with those thoughts. That's just how it works, man. Like, I'm gonna tell you the 10th principle. You know, it comes from you having a specific state, taking that energy, turning that energy into a resource by way of connecting to the source through your state. All right, so money cannot be created. It can only be gained, transformed, converted from what you already have in yourself. And of course, everything starts with a fucking thought. Number 4, working for money is not good. A lot of people think hard work pays off. Hard work doesn't pay off. Hard work creates attachments. And of course, I already told you, money is a fucking material thing. It's a tool. It's something that comes from the earth. But when you are attached to these material things, it makes you less spiritual. You can have money and be spiritual. Okay, you can have money and love God or Jesus, whatever you do. But when you create attachments to these material things, then you become less spiritual. Okay, it's gonna become harder for you to connect to a real fucking energy, to a real source. Okay, so when you work for money, I'm gonna teach you hella ways to get money without fucking working. Fuck work. All right, when you work for money, you're trading energy that you don't want to give away. You're trading time and effort that you don't want to give away. You're trading your fear for happiness. You're converting your fear into fucking money, but you still have fear. When you get that money back, it's gonna remind you of fear. When you do what you need to do with your money, paying bills, buying gas, things like that, even loaning it out, it's gonna, every time you look at that fucking money, it's gonna remind you of fear, of what you did. You know, when people steal from you, it's the first thing you think. I worked hard for that money. Okay? Like one of the homies told me, if you fucking, if you do something that you love for money, if you feel love inside you while you get this money, you will feel less attached to the fucking money. If you feel love while you get money, you don't fucking feel like you worked at all. You feel like you just did what you loved and somebody gave you some money. You're just looking at this shit like, what the fuck is this? You know? So it's gonna be easier for you not only to circulate it, but to get it back, to get more, and you're not gonna think of money in the way that most people think about it, which is gonna be easier to get it back. All right, so yeah, I already said all of that. So you work for money, right? It builds attraction, like Wi-Fi. When you have a Wi-Fi connection and you're reading a fucking book and your Wi-Fi gets cut off, you get distracted from the book. If you work for money and you have that attachment and you get the money, you're going to be distracted from what you're really supposed to be doing, which is living life and spreading your love. All right, so number 5. I don't even know what the fuck this means. So there's there's one way to get money, because I made fucking college notes, man. I didn't write full sentences. There's one way to get money. There's like 3. I'm going to list them, but not right here. And through exchange, you can either get it through love, you can get it through fear, or you can get it through selfishness or service. Usually when you get it through love, it's through service, but a lot of people, it's selfishness, okay? But if you get it through love, you can gain money and gain anything in every way. Now, if you get it through fear, such as a fucking job, such as working, such as doing something negative. Now, I did not want to touch on this right now because you can do something negative like killing people, selling drugs, and you can love that shit. AaroniMoses used to sell drugs, and I used to love selling drugs. I used to love the lifestyle and the rush and all of that shit. And just the feeling, you know. But if you do something a lot of people perceive as negative and you love that shit, that doesn't, I don't want you to even think about that. I shouldn't even set that, because that's a whole different breakdown. But if you do something you fear, such as working is negative, all right? Working is worse than killing people. If you love killing people, it's worse that you have a job at McDonald's. Don't let people trick you. I don't want you to kill people and sell drugs and shit, but that's just the reality. That's just the reality. Love will always be fear, okay? If you do something you fear, such as working at McDonald's, there is a possibility that you will lose everything. The money that you get is a symbol that you can lose everything. A symbol that you will be hurt, that you will be put in a bad spot by doing this thing that you fucking fear, doing the thing that you hate, doing the thing that is selfish. You having a motherfucking job, you think you're doing something good by paying your bills and feeding your kids, you're being motherfucking selfish, bro. You're being selfish, and you're working for somebody that's selfish and doesn't give a fuck about you. And if you perpetuate selfishness, you might as well be selfish in the first motherfucking place. You working at McDonald's is showing your children that you should work at McDonald's and that you don't have to do what you love. That's not fucking true, bro. That's not true, and that's not a good thing, all right? I'm glad you're alive and you work at McDonald's, and you know, when I get my fry, it's fucking hot and it's on time, but you might as well not even do that shit, bro. You might as well not. Next, number 6, money does not give you power. It's the other way around. Power gives you money. Money is a byproduct of your power. Money can only be obtained by those who have value in the first place, unless you steal it, okay? But I'm gonna get into all of that shit. Number 7, I already said that. Money is a byproduct of attractive things. Attractive things. Listen to this. Attractive things, attractive thoughts, attractive habits, attractive actions. Okay? If you have attractive thoughts, that means that you have the ability. Attraction literally means when you get the byproduct of money because of an attractive thought, attractive habits, attractive thought processes, that means that you thought something, right? And the opposite happened, or the opposite is going to happen eventually, and you have the mental strength, and you have the mental strength to survive the opposite happening, okay? Let's say, I don't want to use this example, but let's say if you have $1 million and somebody's like, oh, shit, bro, how did you get $1 million? And you say, I robbed a fucking bank. Now, that is not an attractive thought, the fact that you had the thought to rob a bank. But people are going to say, wow, you robbed a fucking bank? That means either this nigga just got out of prison, or he has the mental strength and capacity to handle the prison system that he fucking attracted and possibly could attract to his life. Okay? You get it? If somebody says, how did you get this money, bro? What do you do for work? And you say, I'm a porn star. I'm a porn star. I fuck old ladies for money on camera. That means that you have the thoughts to go into the porn industry, you could possibly get STDs, but you are willing to take that risk. That's an attractive thought, okay? I'm not giving you very solid fucking examples that you can actually follow, but you get what I'm saying. If somebody says, how do you get money, AaroniMoses? I say, look, I make YouTube videos. So the thought that I had to make YouTube videos, people are gonna think, wow, this nigga's not shy to talk in front of a camera. He could possibly, you know, talk on stage. He had a thought of fame and fortune and helping people, and he has to trade and sacrifice comfort that I just don't have. And that's why, because he thinks one comforting thought, that comforting thought means something uncomfortable for himself and for other people. And that's why he gets the money. That's why I make the big bucks. That's what people think. Alright, that's really not true, but it is in essence for other people, not me, shit. Number 8. Yeah, the ability, attraction is the ability to withstand the opposite thing, and that's why you make money, because you have the ability to withstand the opposite reaction, as well as the reaction that you're experiencing. Alright, so number 9. Anybody can get money. You just need the right codes. You need the right sequence. And this is number 10, like I already told you. Anybody can get money, alright? There's enough money, there's enough resources in the world for everybody in the whole world to be rich. That's just not how it is, but whatever. Alright, so number 10. How does money work? Where does money come from? In this fucking order, bro. Money comes from you being in a specific state. Alright, state meaning happiness, sadness, success, abundance. We'll say a state physically, state like Texas, alright? First you gotta have the state. Alright. Then you gotta have the energy. The energy comes from the state. Texas is hot, it's big as hell, it's a lot of people. There's a lot of oil there, alright? You gotta have the resources. So the resource will be oil. The state is Texas. The energy is work fast. The energy is health, all right? The state is Texas. The energy is health. The resource is oil, and the source is the fucking ground, all right? You have to have a state. Then between the state and the energy, you have to have a code. The code would be your tools. The code would be your fucking shovel, your oil rig, your drills, your fucking, the people that's gonna help you put the oil in buckets. I don't know how you collect oil, bro. But you gotta have the state first, all right? Happiness, sadness, fear, love, abundance. Those are all states. Then you gotta have the codes. The codes would be tools, all right? Then you gotta have the energy, which would be either thoughts, health, power, okay? In this analogy, it's oil. The resource, the motherfucking ground, the foundation. The resource doesn't always have to be recognized. The source, which would be the ground, definitely has to be recognized, though. All right. That's the formula right there. There's hella different formulas, though. 11. Money should never make you feel comfortable. It's just a trophy. All right. See, like me, I'm going back to the whole spirituality thing. Me, I have Venus and Taurus. That means what one of my astrology homies told me, that means that I'm the type of person that cannot feel comfortable in specific situations if I don't have enough sources, resources, and energy connections. And that's totally true, bro. You can tell, not now, I even want to say last year, 2 years ago, you can tell the difference between AaroniMoses with $75,000 in his pocket and $1 in his pocket. Now, you can't fucking tell. But money shouldn't, that's the debilitation, bro. That's nothing good that you should brag about. A lot of females feel that because money is something women can relate to. Because money's motherfucking feminine. But money shouldn't make you feel comfortable. Yeah, fucking ASAP Rocky, it feels good waking up to money in the bank. It does feel motherfucking good waking up to money in the bank. But when you tell people that, when you show people that, then what's wrong with this nigga? Oh, he must be broke. How much money you got, bro? See, I told you, that's not a good thing, bro. That's not a good thing. You should not be operating like that. That's going to hurt you one day. You should be comfortable because you have the ability. You have the health. You have the the thought process to be able to get whatever the fuck you want, with or without money's permission. When you feel comfort from having money, you're giving money permission. It's like a drug, bro. That's why people don't like drug addicts, because the addiction has the choice to kill you whenever it wants. The addiction can make you do whatever it wants. The addiction can make you kill your own fucking mom. If it wants, the addiction can make you still rob banks. You don't have a choice at that point. So when you let money make you comfortable, when people can tell if you're broke or not, if people can tell whether you have $20 in your pocket, over $100, over $1,000, $2,000 in your pocket, you're giving the money permission to fucking live. You're giving the money permission to control your life. You're taking orders from an inanimate motherfucking object that you attracted with your own attractive thoughts. Does that make any motherfucking sense? No, right? Alright, so 11. Money should never make you feel comfortable. It's just a trophy. Like I said, number 7, it's just a byproduct of your attractive thoughts and actions. Alright, again, I'm going to give you number 13. Did I skip number 12? Oh, number 12. Money can't buy you happiness. Don't let people say money can't buy you happiness. Money can make 99.8% of your problems go away. Okay, if you use it right. Just like I said, money does not give you power. The power gives you money. If you don't know how to control money, if you don't know how to use it, save it, flip it, it doesn't matter, bro. Somebody with $1 million is not more powerful than somebody with $1,000 if the person with $1 million doesn't know what the fuck to do with the $1 million. We've seen this over and over and over again, bro. We've seen this. The person who knows how to use $1 to get $5, to get fucking $10, to get $50 is much more powerful than a person with $1 million, bro. That's just facts. Alright, so next, and these are basic laws. This is not too fucking in-depth. Next, this is another small formula, bro. I don't even remember what the fuck I came out of a deep state of meditation and I just wrote all this shit down. Number 13. So, just like I said, going back to the number 10, the formula, the ways to get money without working is with your thoughts, your creativity, your will, and your codes, aka the tools, aka the data. All right, and if you use one of these, which I recommend you use all of them in conjunct with each other, if you use one of these, you have to use the opposite. Okay, so first we got thoughts. If you want to just sit in a motherfucking corner and think about how to get money all day, that's fine. But eventually you have to take action, bro. And eventually you're gonna get there. You're gonna get all of these, but the way to initially get the rest of these. So thoughts, creativity, willpower, and codes. Codes is also known as data and your tools. All right. So if you want to sit in the corner and meditate, eventually you're gonna have to take action. Okay, if you want to be super creative, if you want to write motherfucking songs and you want to draw and paint and do all of that, you're gonna need some fucking matter. You're gonna need, you know, a pen and paper. You're gonna need a microphone, some computer equipment. You're gonna need all of that shit eventually. And then if you want to use your willpower to get money, eventually you're going to have to take up some of your time. You're going to have to take other people's time. You're going to have to make other people, you're going to have to will people to give you their time, their resources, their data, their creativity, their fucking ideas, things like that. And if you want to just get the knowledge, get the codes, get the data, or even collect the tools, eventually, what did I say? You're going to have to make specific choices. All right, and just because you have the right knowledge doesn't mean that you're wise enough to make these choices. Because look at AaroniMoses. Perfect example, right? Right. So if you're gonna use one of these, just know you're gonna have to use all of them eventually, but you gotta start somewhere. I would recommend that you start at codes, but unless you're irrational and you take weird and you just do weird shit, if you just do dumb shit, if you're just a dumb smart person, I wouldn't start there. Okay, yeah, you gotta know you. You definitely have to know you. All right. And when you get all of that done, you're gonna need two things. You're gonna have to market, and you're gonna have to learn the exchange. Marketing If you want to make money and you don't want to motherfucking work and you don't want to have a job, the definition of marketing is the ability to produce more money, okay? The ability to produce more money. That's what marketing is. You can market and make sales. You can market and do all kind of shit. But that's really what it is. All right, 14, 15. I got fucking 4 more. All right, so number 14. Number 14, I really should have said this at the beginning because most people won't make it to the part of this video. But for the broke people, for the people who don't have any hope, for the people who just have a little bit of hope, they say, usually, how can I get this money? How can I get this bag? How can I do this? That's not what you say to yourself, bro. A lot of people, hey, what's up? For you guys that need tarot readings, definitely hit up Queen Alicia. I will put her link in the description. I forgot to say that at the beginning. A lot of people say, how can I get this money? How can I get this bag? That's not what you say to yourself. Just like I told you in the beginning, the money is made from valuable thoughts, valuable actions, and valuable data, valuable codes. What you say is, how can I raise my vibration in order to match what I want to attract, in order to make myself more valuable? How can, if you don't want to say the word fucking vibration, you can say, how can I raise my value to get this bag? Okay, and then I'm gonna give you these 8 more things. So what's gonna be value is, right, what's gonna need more value is your mind, your body, and your soul. And when I say soul, I mean your life, your willpower, your health, your diet. That's what soul means, the animating force that's making your mind and your body work. And again, like I said, you can start in any of these aspects. Most I would recommend is you start with your soul and your mind, but definitely the soul first. So first, what you're gonna need to make more valuable is your mind, because you need valuable fucking thoughts. When you have valuable thoughts, your body's gonna be affected, but your soul might not necessarily be affected. Your thoughts and your diet and your habit might not necessarily be affected. If you make your body more valuable, that's something people can see. People are gonna want to have you ever seen a girl so motherfucking fine? You're like, I just want to give her some money. Like, people look at me like that all the time, like, bro, you good? I'm like, nah, I'm good, bro, thank you. Nah, but your body, that's something tangible. That's something people can see. People can measure your fucking muscle. People can see how much water that you drink a day. When you have a healthy body, you are more likely to take more healthy actions. When you have a more valuable body, you are more likely to make more valuable choices, okay? And that doesn't, I mean, not a lot of people, but a lot of people, you know, because your body is a mind, your body has those same neurotransmitters and things like that. And your body, specific parts of your body has brain cells, like your stomach, your intestines has brain cells, your heart has brain cells, your spine has brain cells, you know. A lot of your nerves are surrounded with brain shit, you know. And then next, your soul. If you make your soul, when I say your soul, I mean your habits, your diet, your overall life, your fucking willpower, your health. When you make that more valuable, it is inevitable that you will think more healthy thoughts, and it is inevitable that your body will become more healthy, that your body will become more valuable. One example, I haven't smoked cigarettes. No, I'm not gonna say that. But when I started doing my meditation thing a little bit more, I switched it up though. I switched it up. I would be outside smoking and I would have this thought, why are you smoking cigarettes, bro? You don't want to be smoking tobacco. You don't want to smoke a Newport. You want to be outside in nature with your feet on the ground, taking these deep breaths, sitting straight up, taking these deep breaths, connecting with nature, connecting with your spirit. You don't want to smoke cigarettes. And I'm sitting there like, where the fuck is this coming from? And then I'm like, you know what? And then I stopped. I didn't put it out. I put the cigarette somewhere, like to my right, and I just breathed, and I was like, damn, that was odd. And I put the cigarette out, and I realized I really don't want to smoke cigarette, because the cigarette's not like I get a buzz. It's not like I get sad when I don't smoke a cigarette. It's not like I get irritable. I just need to go outside and take some deep breaths. And I smoked once today, and that's good. I usually smoke like 5 times by now. And then I've been smoking like 2-3 cigarettes a day. I just been going outside Breathing, bro, that's a spiritual thing. That's because I fixed my soul first. I changed my habits. I mean, I changed my soul by changing my thoughts, but that's a good example right there. So definitely, bro, when you change these things, when you change your mind, your body, and your soul, you your opportunities will become more valuable. Your time will become more valuable, which you can charge people for even fucking looking at you. All right, that's fun. That's fun to do. And you can charge people. I mean, not charge people. Your choices will become more valuable, which in turn will get you more bread. Your space, meaning your house, your body, the fucking air you breathe, the car that you're in will become more valuable, and your love will become more valuable. People will pay you to talk about the shit you love. People will pay you just to feel love, bro. People will pay you just to love what you love. Okay? And I'm gonna say it again. Never say this again. How can I get this bag? How we gonna get there, G? How can I raise my value in order to get the bag? How can I raise my value in order to get the bread? That's what you say to yourself. No more of this, how am I gonna pay the rent? How am I gonna raise my value enough to pay this motherfucking rent? Okay, and that could be done in a matter of hours. Not everything and not too extremely, but you can do it, bro. You can do it just by saying that, bro. Just by saying, how can I raise the value of my mind? My mind is value. You can just say affirmations like for 5 minutes a day, 3 times a day. All right. Number 15. Perception is reality. Perception is money. All right. So how you think about yourself, of course, like I said, the value. Let's say if you know calculus and nobody values calculus but you're still liable to get some money off of just knowing calculus. If you know something like maps, if you know geology, if you know anything, if you think it's valuable, you're liable to get some motherfucking money off that shit, bro. But if you are somebody like how I was, people are like, dude, you're hella smart, man. You know random facts about everything. And I'm like, what, so? Who gives a fuck? I'm a high school dropout. That shouldn't get me anywhere. And they're like, bro, you could write a book on like 100 things that you didn't know about 100 things. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that, bro. People saw the value in me, but I didn't see the value. So there was no bag in that for me. It was a bag, but I didn't see it. So if I would have changed my perception, it would have been a bag for me. But it wasn't. So if you perceive yourself as somebody who should be getting the bag, getting the money off of what you know and what you're doing, how you look, your body, your soul, your lifestyle, your diet, what you love, then that's all you need, essentially, bro. I mean, you do need the tools and everything I told you, the data, the codes, the combination to the lock. That's what codes mean. That's literally the combination to the lock. The resources, the sources, the state. Then you'll be able to get the bread, bro. Now, how you perceive money also is something that's gonna affect your bag. If you just hate motherfucking money, you think money's the root of all evil because it says it in the Bible, which that's not what it says. It says that man's greed for money or lust for money, whatever the fuck, is the root of all evil. I wrote a paper on that a couple months ago. Then how you perceive money is gonna affect how much you make, bro. Definitely. Like a lot of strippers don't like money and they spend it because they hate it, because people grab their asses every day and they think about how much they need to pay their rent and fucking like even your bills, bro, your expenses. If everything feels like buyer's remorse to you, if you hate spending your money, if you're just one of those motherfucking people and you save money because you hate spending it and everything feels nasty all the time, that's not a good way to feel about money, bro. Don't buy things. I mean, pay your fucking rent and bills, but don't spend your money on shit that's gonna make you feel negative. Yes, I used to be one of those motherfucking people, bro. I used to be one of those people who used to watch people work all week, get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, come home at like 10 o'clock at night, and they still only have $40 in their pocket after putting money on their bus card, and they're just salty about it, living in poverty. That's a poor state of mind, bro. That's one way that you do not handle your motherfucking money. And then what would they do? Buy Loud and fucking Heineken and have $20 in their pocket for the week, every week, and be salty, bro. Don't do that. And then how you perceive, what did I say? Opportunities. If you perceive opportunities as scarce, That's not a good way to try to attract money, even if it is, bro. Like, I lived in the middle of motherfucking Oklahoma, and I wanted nothing more to have sex with a Brazilian woman. But there's no Brazilians in Oklahoma. But the thing about opportunities is they're endless. Not only because it's not the fucking 90s and we have the internet, but because that's just how it is, bro. Be creative, man. Be creative, man. You have the internet, you got an intelligence, and you can dream, bro. Opportunities are endless, bro. Yeah, okay. So next, how you view life. How you view life. If you feel life is shitty all the time and everybody's so mean to you and you got all these things in your childhood you think about every day, that's going to affect your bread, bro. You're going to be bagless. You're going to be bagless. So I'm just saying, you got to be happy, bro. You have to be happy. Money does not like happy people. Money is an entity. It's an energy in itself. That's not God. It's not a God, but it's energy. It's like water, bro. Think about it like this. The hardest resource to get when you're homeless in the street, a lot of people don't know this because it's everywhere, is water. It's water. So next time you see a homeless person, go in 7-Eleven and buy that motherfucker some water. Clean water is very hard for homeless people to obtain. People don't want to buy dirty ass, smelly ass, weird looking, starvation, fucking infested homeless people water, bro. And I'm not trying to be fucking mean or stupid or ignorant or anything like that, but that's just the truth, bro. I've seen more homeless people get shit and I didn't even know they were motherfucking homeless. People want to give shit to homeless people who they don't even know are homeless. They're just having conversation with them at the bus and they're like, so where do you live? And they're like, here. And you're like, what? You live at the bus stop? And they're like, yeah, I'm homeless. And they're like, oh, come on, bro. Let me hook you up real quick. That's just how it is, bro. Money doesn't want to go to you if you don't take motherfucking showers and you don't brush your teeth and you're crying all day about dumb shit. That's just not how money works, bro. Then I tell you, money is feminine, bro. Money's feminine. So, if you, let's say, like, if you know how to get a woman, if you know how to get some pussy, that's how money works, bro. It's the same shit. Money is the feminine the feminine material of the universe. And I thought I was going to say some deep shit, but nah, it's just feminine, bro. If you want to say, I already told you I'm not talking about gold and diamonds, jewelry and shit like that. But if you want that, that's what that is, bro. That's what it is. Cash, fiat notes, paper money, it's the same thing. It doesn't have the same vibration. It doesn't have the same energy. It doesn't have the same ionic motherfucking makeup. But it's still money, bro. It still has enough. It's what we call a thought form. It still has enough of that energy behind it that it's still going to operate like that. It's still going to operate like gold, oil, and drugs, bro. That's how it is, okay? So next, if you want money, you got to know. If you want to attract money, if you want money, you got to know the law. You got to know 2 laws, 3 laws. You got to know, firstly, the law of the land, which would be don't speed. You got to know the law of the land, which would be don't rape bitches. And you got to know the law of God, the law of the universe, which would be the law of reciprocation, the law of attraction, the law of vibration, the law of rhythm, the law of gender, polarity. There's hella laws of the universe. But when you know those laws, there you really can't go wrong. And when you understand those laws, then your thoughts will become more attractive, okay? So if you go into a situation knowing you're gonna fucking break a law, knowing that this universal law is something that I have to deal with eventually, your thoughts will become more attractive. You're more aware of what you're doing. Excuse me. I'm gonna give you 1 law to get money. If you want to get money, like attracts like, this is a part of the law of attraction. If you want to get money, right? Let's say you want to be a millionaire. You have to learn about millionaire shit. You got to know about millionaire motherfucking wine. You have to know something called millionaire intelligence. You have to know what that is. You have to do research on the different components and elements of millionaire intelligence. You have to know about millionaire shoes. And I mean, not millionaire shoes. I mean, even, okay, so millionaire intelligence, we'll take that, right? If you want to be a millionaire, you need millionaire intelligence. Not all millionaires have that, because some millionaires, inherited the money, some won the lottery. But you have to know, millionaires don't wear motherfucking Gucci shoes. They wear Adidas. They go to Payless. You don't know they're millionaires. They might have on a $35 motherfucking polo, but they really got it for 10 at the motherfucking Goodwill. Okay, that's millionaire intelligence. It wouldn't hurt for you to know about all the different styles of wines and champagnes and Picassos and architecture of different types of structures and things like that. But that's not realistic for millionaires, bro. If you have $1,000,001, you're not gonna fucking buy all that shit anyway. But let's say if you want a motherfucking Ferrari, you have to learn about Ferraris, bro. You have to learn as much as you can understand about the Ferrari engine, even the history, bro. How to treat a Ferrari maintenance, what kind of motherfucking tires. I'm sure they use Ferrari tires for Ferraris, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like if you want to get a job, what? You got to know how to interview. You know, you have to know that your managers are not going to give a fuck about you no matter how much they think that they're your family. Things like that, right? Right. If you go into situations blindly trying to attract things and try to raise the value to match those things, to attract those things, you're going to be sadly mistaken, and your attractive thoughts are not going to be so attractive anymore. That's what I'm saying. If you're blind, if you have no idea what you're trying to motherfucking attract and manifest and work for and create in your life, if you get it, bro, it's not gonna be happy. It's gonna fuck your life up, number one, and number two, it's not gonna be there long. And if it is, your life is just gonna be devalued by it, or you're gonna have to make some adjustments and learn some more shit that you should have just learned in the fucking beginning. And if you would have learned that in the beginning, you probably wouldn't even want the shit, you know? All right. So next, number 17, money. To get money. And the truth about money is you're going to have to heal people, you're going to have to serve people, but you're also going to have to hurt people and take from people, and that's inevitable. Now, like I said, if you want me to go into it spiritually, I'm going to go into it spiritually right now. But go on my channel, Life is in the Breath. I will remake this video on a more spiritually based platform for the spiritualist. But when I attract money, I use affirmations. And when I say these affirmations, I make sure to tell the universe, when I get this motherfucking money, when you bring it to me, when you multiply my money that I'm circulating, I don't want anybody to be hurt that I know, okay? If you're going to do anything, you're going to hurt somebody. It's inevitable, bro. It's 7 billion people on this planet. You think nobody's going to be hurt by you receiving some shit? Nothing in life is free. You might not have to do anything for this shit. Somebody may walk up to you and drop a wallet with $10,000 in it, and you say, hey, you dropped your wallet, and they're like, what? That's not my motherfucking wallet. And then you try to give it back to him, and he just takes off, and you're like, what the fuck? And then you put the wallet in your pocket, right? You go home and spend that money. What you spend that money on is going to hurt somebody, bro. If you buy some motherfucking Jordans, that's going to hurt somebody. If you make a hit record, you took that spot and that opportunity away from somebody else feeding their motherfucking family. Okay, if you want to be a motherfucking doctor or a surgeon, you're going to hurt the pharmaceutical companies that put medicine out just for this person to not have to go to the doctor. Okay, if you are AaroniMoses and you heal people who have depression and stop them from killing themselves, you're taking work from a gravedigger. You're making it worse for the people who embalm people and shit. I don't know, the mortuaries workers, people. Okay? That's just going to happen, bro. So don't tell the universe, if you're going to do these affirmations, I don't want anybody to get hurt. Say, I don't want anybody that I know, anybody that I love to get hurt, anybody that I care about to get hurt. Because if you heal somebody, that's why in spirituality they say you need to learn how to fucking hurt as well as heal, if that's going to be your niche. Because if you're gonna if you're gonna heal somebody, you're gonna hurt somebody. Just like hurting people. If you want to get a list of all the fucking child molesters and all the fucking sex offender rapists and kill them, you're killing somebody. You're torturing them. Their family's gonna be hurt, but you're saving people from getting motherfucking raped and molested. And that's a good thing. But that's not always the answer. So I don't want you to do that. I know it's getting kind of dark. I'm a dark ass person. Let's do this. Let's do this together. We only got one more rule. All right. Now, fate, destiny, or origin. Very easy to understand. One way to get money is to look at your parents, your surroundings, and what you've been set up to do. It's like your genetics, bro. The money, your code and your data, your tools are in your lifestyle genetics, your spiritual genetics. Okay, that's not a real thing, so don't Google that shit. I just make that up right now. For example, my mother is a motherfucking writer. She is in marketing. She has her master's in marketing and public relations. My dad is a principal of a motherfucking middle school right now. That sounds like that I should either be like selling drugs and killing people or helping a lot of people by talking to them, selling them stuff, making products, making my services available, and healing a lot of people. Now, I've always been doing that my whole life. I've been writing songs, drawing little comic books and shit, lecturing, speaking to people, mentoring people. I mean, I've been doing this all for a price, but this is something that I love to do, and it's not a motherfucking coincidence, bro. Maybe I could be a rock star like I wanted to be. Maybe I could be a motherfucking rapper and make inspirational, high vibrational music like Erykah Badu. I don't want to do that, but maybe, you know, a lot of people, it's either going to be something that makes sense for you to do, like with my situation, or maybe one of your parents is a fucking crackhead and one of your parents is an alcoholic. Whatever they did to get money, maybe that's what you're supposed to do too, a little bit, but just more high vibrational, more valuable, less illegal, or maybe it wasn't illegal, way to motherfucking get their drugs. Maybe that's how you're supposed to get money. Or maybe it's supposed to be the opposite. Maybe if your mom was a fucking crackhead and your dad was an alcoholic, maybe they steal and fucking rob and murder and gangbang to get their money like so many people in Chicago. Maybe you're supposed to give back by teaching people how to stay off drugs and make a YouTube and give back to people. Give your love to people and your wisdom in your life, and they will donate to you and take care of you, and you never have to work, just by teaching people what not to do. Maybe that. Okay? But ultimately, there is a sign that does not, I mean, a lot of people are fucking atheists now, or whatever. Maybe there's a sign that doesn't come from God or the universe. The sign is always in your life, though. The sign is always in your parents, in your surroundings, in your peers, in your natural abilities, in your body. Like me, I have a runner's body. I could be a fucking bodybuilder or a motherfucking swimmer, okay? Or football player. But it would be in my best interest, let's say if I was like, you know what, I fucking love sports, I love all sports, I can do anything. It'd be in my best interest to be a basketball player or some kind of motherfucking runner or some shit like that, sprinter. If I tried to be a bodybuilder or a football player, that's going against my genetics a little bit, a lot. Jimmy's built to be a fucking football player. You're so fucking goofy, bro. You're cute. But if he tried to be a sprinter, he has my body, but all his white family's fucking big and bulky and shit. Except for his uncle's like 6'5". But it would be in Jimmy's best interest to be he could be a basketball player or a football player. He has more availability to be different things than me. Okay? Things like that are always in your life, and that's never going to leave, bro. Just think, just use your mind. I'm not saying that you have to do what you do based on what your parents are doing or what your peers or your environment is doing, but the clues are there, bro. Yes, there's no such thing as destiny, especially when it comes to your career. There's no such thing as fate. There's things that you've been engineered for. There's things that your childhood has given you. Your personality traits will make you perfect for. There's things that your personality traits in your childhood and your parents just totally fucking ruined for you. But you can always make your own choices, rebuild yourself, re-engineer yourself, reprogram yourself, deprogram yourself to do whatever the fuck you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, man, that's my 18... I forgot what I named it. My 18 approaches, whatever the fuck I said, to money, man. Obviously, we don't have any questions. We didn't have that many. We didn't have that many comments and things like that. Hold on, what the fuck happened to my goddamn camera? I cursed a lot more than I thought I would. That's okay. Yeah, so shout out. Go to my spiritual channel, Life is in the Breath. Shout out to Queen Alicia. She does readings, tarot readings, all kind of readings, spiritual readings, life readings. I don't even know. She has hella different readings and stuff. So that's it, man. I'm the Bang, we the Bang, you the Bang together. My birthday was amazing. And yeah, it feels good, feels good. So I want you to get that money, man. If you don't have the money you want right now, which I'm sure you do, how are you going to raise your value to get more? And tell everybody that, bro. And anybody who says that shit around you, I don't care if they don't like to be corrected, bro. Tell them, bro. Don't say, how am I going to pay the rent? Don't say, how am I going to get this money? How am I going to raise my value in order to get the bag that I want? Okay? Ask them the question. When you ask your subconscious mind with seriousness, emotion, and total expectation for an answer, it will give you that answer 100% of the time. You just got to be quiet. You just got to listen sometimes. Okay? Takes a little bit of pressure, takes a little bit of practice, a little bit of experience, but emotions, ask and you shall receive. Alright, man. It's AaroniMoses. I'm the Bang, you the Bang. We the Bang together. Peace.